From the windswept peaks, where the world is painted in shades of eternal white, I look over the horizon with newfound purpose. A gift from the elements themselves shall carry me to a wealth of possibilities. The path of the Way of the Nine guides me to a lush pine forest, where whispers of a recipient of Kind's grace have reached my ears. A young Bosmer, dwelling amidst the profound silence of the woods.
I couldn't do it, Yorick. She was right there in front of me. I begged Ifri to give me courage, and still it wasn't enough. Gods forgive me. I couldn't do it, even if it had to be done. I don't care what she's become. It's not fair to ask a child to slay her own mother. What are you doing here?
Last time I checked, you didn't own this forest.
Oh, I thought you were one of them. The hunters that were after my mother.
Who are you talking to?
Yorick. It's the name I've given this Nord carving. It helps sometimes, having someone there, even if he isn't real.
What happened with your mother?
I was supposed to slay her. The hunters, they said she was killing their own.
You can talk to me. Tell me what happened.
It was easy for me to track the blood. There was so much of it, and the forest was so angry. I could hear the insects beat their wings like 1,000 tiny drums. When I reached the barrow, I saw something. It was bigger than any creature I'd ever seen. I managed to wound it, but when it came time for the killing blow, I couldn't. Somehow I knew it was still her. So I ran. When I returned, the hunters stormed off into the woods to finish the job. I don't know what they expected of me. I couldn't hurt her. How could anyone?
Then why did you agree to it?
I had to. She was my responsibility. But I couldn't. The hunters, the gods, they gave me a chance to make things right, and I failed them. Do you think she's dead?
There's still hope. Let me see what I can find out. Where is this barrow?
The roadside ruins. That's where I dropped my bow. If you find it, I'd like it back. But if you forgive me, I pray you don't find anything else.
In this twilight-draped forest, the very essence of Skyrim's enigma is palpable. I tread softly, for Glathriel's plea for help echoes in my thoughts, a haunting refrain that propels me deeper into this tangled wilderness. The roadside ruins, a sentinel of a forgotten era, beckon me like a siren's call. It is there that Glathriel believes her mother sought refuge amidst the shadows, amidst the crumbling stones that guard untold stories. With each step, the weight of this quest presses heavier upon my shoulders. It's not just about recovering an object, but a quest to unravel the mysteries that shroud these woods, to confront the nightmare of her mother's metamorphosis. But as I step into the desolate heart of these ruins, what meets my gaze is a tableau of unspeakable horror. There's no sign of Glathriel's mother, only the aftermath, a grotesque tapestry of death and destruction. The hunters who had pursued the beast that was once Glathriel's mother now lie lifeless, their bodies a testament to the brutality of the encounter. The truth I sought has manifested in a scene of unspeakable violence. I find what I came for, Glathriel's bow, nestled amidst the brutality of the scene. I will carry this burden back to Glathriel, for she deserves to know what has transpired. The forest may conceal its secrets, but the truth shall not remain hidden forever.
My bow! You found it! And my mother?
No trace of her. Well, unless you count all the blood and gore.
Then she must have escaped. maybe the gods haven't abandoned her yet.
You mentioned the bow was important to you.
When my mother lived in Valenwood, she came across an old tree that made for the perfect home, if not for a single wayward limb. A travelling outsider offered to cut it down, and from the wood he fashioned a bow. Together they would later form a village. It wasn't the best wood, and it isn't much of a bow, but for Mother, it was a piece of home. For me, this bow is a piece of her. I thank you for returning it. If there's anything you need, I will do my best to help.
I need your assistance in a trial of the gods.
Then this truly must be fate, for you to bring me this bow. I will do as you ask.
I require Kinnereth's blessing.
Alright. As a city elf, this feels a bit odd, but I give you her blessing. And mine.
Glathriel's bow, once a guardian of a village's legacy, held more than the whispers of the wind in its carvings. It spoke of bonds forged in simpler times, of a love that withstood the tides of time, and a mother's memory that clung tenaciously to life, even in the face of the abyss. As the fire's dance cast ephemeral shadows upon the forest's canvas, I recognized that our stories were not solitary chapters, but intertwined verses of a ballad yet to be sung. With Kind's blessing bestowed, I am one more step closer to unlocking the mysteries of the Way of the Nine, while the enigmatic Savashni waits in the shadows.